Today, Farming Simulator released their trailer. Looks pretty good. We'll see what happens. We're going to go through some patch notes. If you haven't seen the trailer, definitely go check it out. But we're going to run through the website, just see what's new, what's going on. Take a look. So pre-orders, obviously November 12th. So that's awesome. I think it was the 22nd last time for Farming Simulator 22. Makes sense. This time is the 12th. Fantastic. No old platforms. So PS4 and Xbox One have been kicked out. We should be able to do a lot more in this game than we could in 22. 22 had that limitation of having to be able to run on old gen. Now, there is no limitation. So we could see some bigger maps on console. We can see some new things that we weren't able to see before. Obviously, if you want to see the trailer, go check it out. We also got information on the collector's edition. Now, unfortunately, for people like myself who play on console, this means nothing to me because the ignition, lockbox, all that stuff only works on PC. Usually does not work on console. I'd be very, very interested if it did, but it looks like most of this stuff is PC related, so probably not going to work on console, unfortunately. Sad. I wish they would kind of do something, you know, either the same and make it work for console or maybe just something different. It is what it is. Perfectly fine though. We have information on year one bundle, which is pretty interesting to have it already. So we got new machinery coming in quarter one. Great. Plains and prairies in quarter two. Don't know what that means. Could be a new map. Could be just a smaller map. Could be new equipment for dealing with plains and prairies. Not sure on that one yet. The stars align. Could be anything, but the tire with the different terrain, it looks like it might be something in line with like Mud Runner, you know, getting that traction, getting all that stuff. They might integrate that into Farming Simulator, which would be fantastic for some big tractors to have easier time in the mud versus a smaller tractor, which definitely is needed for that immersion. Dive into a new map in quarter four. Looks nice. Don't know anything about it. We'll see if that's a still image or that's the actual picture. It looks like that might just be a placeholder. We'll see. With the pre-order versions, you will get a mower, it looks like, which is not bad. That's the same one we had as a mod, I believe, except for it was green. I think it was a John Deere. So, hey, like that mower. Fantastic. Hopefully it swaths as well. We'll see. The big thing in Farming Simulator is definitely going to be rice. This is definitely different. We haven't had this in game. It is definitely not something we're used to. Now, it looks like it is sunken down, like it's a lower level than it would be a field. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a placeable thing, like you section off an area to be filled with water, or we're going to have to do this ourselves. Because if we can do this ourselves, that means we can change the map a little bit and change the ground versus something that's going to be placed in a certain area. So hopefully they added the more ground element, because I would love to dig some swimming pools, some different things. You know, changing up the map in different ways is amazing, and I really hope they didn't just add something you just place down. Well, we'll see. So one of the maps is definitely going to be East Asia. That starts off the game. It might be the main map you go to in the very beginning. But it's going to give you different environments to build. So it's got ponds, rivers, it's got a bunch of stuff in there, which seems really cool. And we'll see when we drive around it how much really water there is, because it might change your vehicle, it might change a lot of things. The new equipment does look pretty cool though. They do talk about adding 2 types of rice. That's already 2 new crops. They added spinach. Okay, that's 3 new crops. And it says other new crops, choosing from well over 20 overall. Now, if you do the math on all the DLCs and all the other crops that we've had in FS22, we were already sitting at 20. So saying over 20 is not saying that much, sadly. It also says they're adding buffaloes, which we've seen in the trailer, and other animals to join the rest of the animals that they do have. So it looks like they might have added some animals. Buffalo, interesting, but honestly too close to beef and, you know, cows. Buffalo is pretty much just a different type of cow, beef cow anyways. So it's going to be interesting how they make them different enough to want to do one over the other. So of course I'm going to be trying to make animal videos to figure out what's going on as soon as the game launches. I know some people probably will get early access, so they'll have some videos out beforehand. We'll try to get as many as we can. For animals especially, animals are always something I love diving into. They say new production change, which is not surprising. They're keeping involved in the production change, which is great. I do enjoy the production change. There's nothing wrong with that. I do want more evolution of the map with that, though. Having those kind of like the sailboats, just build something on the map that actually gets built, actually changes the roller coaster, all that stuff. That was awesome. Love that, but needs more. And construction missions. So construction missions, basically what I was wanting. So building something, if someone needs a house built, you can go and give them all the stuff that you need for that mission. Builds a little bit of a house. Something like that would be fantastic. We'll see what construction missions really mean, but I don't know anything about construction missions. We'll hopefully get some more information soon. Machinery looks like it's going to be pretty much the same head runners as they have been in multiple games. I mean, you got John Deere on there. Kubota is going to be base game, it looks like, which is fantastic. Glad they're adding that in. I would love them to keep all the vehicles that they came out with in 22 in the new game, but contracts are contracts, and you don't always get to keep all the vehicles. Hopefully they don't come out with DLC for the same exact ones in FS22. That would be annoying. They go on to talk about upgrading fields and visuals, which is great. The trailer did look awesome, especially that thunderstorm. Hopefully we do have those dynamic weather systems. I want it to be hail. I want it to be raining. I want my fields to be destroyed just because of a storm. That's more realistic, and that's awesome. Love it. They talk about some more fog, enhanced shadows, dynamic weather effects, ground deformation. That's big. Now, hopefully that's not just weather related, and hopefully that's not just a visual. If that is an interactive thing where if a road gets flooded and we have to trudge through it, that actually takes effect to your vehicle. That affects different things. If you're hauling a trailer, it might get stuck. Really hope that's the case. We'll see. A little different, but hopefully even if they don't add it, they give the ability for modders to add it, because that's really a huge thing. But that was kind of pretty much it. They go on just to show a couple pictures, but besides that, there's really nothing else they came out with. So hopefully we get more information. I'm excited. It does look good. It does look very similar to Farming Simulator 22 graphically. We'll see. The weather patterns are definitely different, but it was a cinematic trailer. And if you go back to Farming Simulator 22 cinematic trailer, it doesn't look too different. We don't have long to wait. A couple months and we'll be diving into more information, more things. Hopefully Giants come out with their spreadsheets of everything that's coming out week by week. And we got a lot to look forward to. Let me know if you're planning on getting it and pre-ordering this. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering it right now. Hope you guys did enjoy a little breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.